Title: Sara and the Stolen Crown. The castle was in chaos. The queen's precious crown had gone missing just hours before the grand royal parade. Everyone was searching high and low, but the crown was nowhere to be found. Princess Sara, always up for an adventure, had her suspicions. Along with her mischievous pet monkey Julio, she was ready to solve the mystery. The queen is pacing the room, clearly distressed. The king tries to comfort her. Queen, my crown. The parade is in just a few hours, and without it, oh, what will we do? We'll find it, my dear. Perhaps it's just been misplaced. But Sara, standing at the door, had other ideas. She was sure there was more to this mystery than a misplaced crown. With Julio by her side, Sara was determined to crack the case. Let's go, Julio. We're going to find that crown, no matter what. Julio chitters excitedly and jumps onto Sara's shoulder as they sneak out of the queen's chamber. As they made their way through the grand castle halls, Sara's best friend Lucy appeared, her face full of concern. Sara, I just heard the queen's crown is missing. Are you going to try to find it? Of course. I have a feeling it didn't just vanish. Come on, Lucy. We're on the case. Scene: the royal kitchen. Their first stop was the royal kitchen, where the castle's mischievous mice often played. Sara had a hunch they might know something. She crouched near a small hole in the wall where the mice usually scurried. Julio, go see if our little friends know anything. Julio scurries into the mouse hole, and moments later, he emerges holding a tiny breadcrumb shaped like a crown. Lucy. A crown made of crumbs? Do you think the mice took the real one? Not quite, but they might have seen it. Listening carefully to the squeaks from inside the mouse hole, Sara learned that the mice had spotted something shiny in the east tower late last night. I knew it. Let's check the east tower. I bet we'll find the crown there. The east tower was old and forgotten, its stone stairs creaky and covered in dust. As Sara, Lucy, and Julio climbed the steps, Sara's sharp eyes spotted a gleam at the top. Sara rushes forward and grabs the object, a crown gleaming in the dusty corner. Here it is, the queen's crown. The mice must have dragged it up here, thinking it was treasure. Relieved. Thank goodness we found it. Now we can get it back to the queen before the parade. Just as they were about to leave, the door to the tower creaked open, and John, the royal caretaker, entered, looking both stern and surprised. Crossing his arms. Sara? Lucy? What are you doing in the East Tower? You know this place is off limits. Well, we were just trying to find the queen's crown. And we did. See? She holds up the crown, and John's expression softens. Sighing but smiling. Always getting into trouble, aren't you? Well, I suppose finding the crown makes up for it this time. But next time, you tell someone before you go on one of your adventures. We just wanted to help, and help you did. Let's get this back to the queen. She's been worried sick. With John leading the way, Sara, Lucy, and Julio returned to the queen's chamber, the crown safely in hand. When the queen saw it, she gasped in relief. My crown! Oh, Sara, you found it! Well done, my girl. You saved the day. It was a team effort. Julio found the clues, and Lucy and I followed them to the East Tower. You're a true detective, Sara. But next time, let us know before you go sneaking off on another adventure. Sara grinned, happy to have helped. With the crown back where it belonged, the royal parade could go on as planned. Scene: the royal parade. Later that day, the grand parade began, and the queen sat proudly on her throne, her crown gleaming in the sunlight. Sara stood by her side, beaming with pride. The adventure had been a success, but Sara couldn't help but wonder what the next mystery might be. Whispering to Julio, I can't wait to see what we discover next time. And so, with the mystery of the stolen crown solved, Sara knew that no matter what adventures came her way, she'd always have her friends and her curiosity to guide her through.